Hello and welcome to Impact Podcast. Thank you for tuning in for another episode. This is your host, Christian. You can follow me at One Christian Kennedy, and just make sure that you continue to come back for more podcasts in the future. We're glad to see you. I let my co-host introduce herself, and then we got a special guest for you today. He's gonna tell y'all a little bit about himself on the show today. So you can go ahead.
Okay, I'm here, right? All right. My name is Imani. Follow me on Instagram _Mani Mahni. That's it.
I guess I'm the special guest.
Yes.
What's up, y'all? My name is Chance Robinson. I'm a junior sociology major from the beautiful city of Atlanta, Georgia. Actually grew up around here in Snowville area in Gwinnett County. I currently attend Morehouse College, and I'm just happy to be here. Happy to be in the walks of faith. It feels good.
We're glad to have you on the show. Thank you for accepting the invite. It feels good out here in Georgia. I don't know how about y'all, but like I remember it was just a snowstorm like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, literally.
And now it's like 60, 70
It
degrees
feels
every
great.
day?
Yeah,
It hit 70 like 5 this week.
This is short sleeve weather, y'all.
Yeah,
I
so
was wearing shorts a couple days ago.
that's what I'm saying.
good.
I feel like it's so weird how the weather's been because like on Christmas Day, it was like feeling good outside. I was
Right.
like wearing shorts. Then like the first week of the year, it was like, okay, now it's like I'm about to lose my mind. How
Yeah, it's
it
cold.
is. Then it got warm again. Now it's cold, and then now it's like it's spring. It's about to be summer. So yeah, it's crazy. But we're making it through. That's classic Georgia weather for us. But with that being said, let's move on to our icebreaker question to get this episode started. Imani, you want to ask it?
Yes. Okay, so our icebreaker, would you rather be able to read minds or speak any language?
I actually didn't see the second part of the question, so now it is a
You
surprise.
gotta think about it. You want to answer it?
I think speak any language.
Yeah.
Because if I could read everybody's mind, then I would see like I couldn't.
I don't think you would like
I don't
that.
think I would
I
like
don't-
it. Like
yeah.
if I could read your mind, so many people. I'm not gonna say so many people because I don't think everybody hates me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I would second guess myself, and I would be like, okay, this person really ain't for me. This
Right.
person really, they don't think of me in that type of way. You know what I mean? It could just lead to so many things. But if I could speak to like all the languages out there, or speak many languages, I would just talk to everybody. I could go to whatever country,
Yeah.
and I make friends everywhere.
You would market yourself better.
Yeah, and when I got speaking engagements, I could speak to a whole bunch of people and everything. So
I feel
that
like
would be definitely.
That would be like,
Yeah.
that would just, yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't read minds either. It'd be way too much.
Yeah, I know for me, I don't want to know what people are thinking. Personally.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay. I think
Yeah.
I like my solitude. But at the same token, though, being able to speak multiple different languages allows you to experience so many different cultures. So I think of being able to go from walks of life, and also being African American, like it's already perceived that we only know English.
Yeah.
So to be able to go to Mexico, or be able to go to anywhere in South America, or anywhere across the country, and be able to speak that language, it's a connection. So
Yeah.
I would definitely go with speaking multiple languages.
We
How
would,
about you?
we would be able to witness too.
Oh, yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
cool. Be like, hey, you thought.
Mhm.
And he just out of nowhere just started.
But in the same instance, if you could,
Do you know Jesus?
exactly.
Como se dice Jesus? Never mind.
Say Jesus.
But in the same thing, like think about it, if you could read somebody's mind, you'd be like, they're really not for real. Like you know the people that's really not for real about what you're doing though.
So I was thinking about that versely, like what would I like it? Like what I
I just-
enjoy what other people are saying about me.
I
But
feel like it would do more evil than it would good.
Yeah.
absolutely, because everyone's thoughts aren't always good. So
You probably be up late at night thinking, or therapists kind of do that though. They kind of not read people's minds, but,
But you gotta
they
be,
hear
you have to
everything.
have good situational awareness.
that is true.
So
But I also know I probably wouldn't want to know what my mom's thinking about me 100% of the time. Personally.
because the thing about it, thoughts change. Like somebody could be thinking of something with somebody, and then you get to know them, or you get out of that situation, and it like changes. Where
Right.
if you could read somebody's mind, the first perception of like I read you, and I'd be like, boom, it's automatically going to be something
Yeah.
where whatever. But
Just chop them off early on.
yeah.
I think that would make your friendships more genuine, though.
Mhm.
For sure, like your relationships, whether platonically or romantically. Because even when
Exactly.
you walk into a room, someone's thoughts are already buzzing.
Yeah.
So imagine being able to know what those are before you even walk through the door. I feel like that would be able to help you discern between the real and the fake.
Oh, that's good.
It would be a great tool for like job interviews, everything.
Oh,
'Cause you can go in
yeah.
there, you can know what they're thinking. Like, you
They'd
know
be
what I'm
like,
saying?
oh, he seems like he's
You
not
would
confident.
know if you got the job or not.
Yeah.
By the time you leave the application space.
Yeah.
You could finesse the interview.
Yeah.
Exactly, and if you like you're talking to somebody,
I didn't think about it like that.
If you're thinking about it, in a lot of things in life, if someone's already like, let's say they counted you out already, you can know why they counted you out, and then you can do the things opposite of what they're doing. Like, let's say somebody stereotyped you or something like that.
Wow, you're making me
Then-
want to change.
See how, see how
What?
see how I'm doing it? Those are the good parts of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like initially it just wouldn't be good because it has some benefit. Everything has some benefits, but you just gotta realize like, I don't know. Speaking, there's no wrong to knowing how to speak every language.
I
you
was
know what
about
I'm
to
saying?
say, if anything allows more, but I feel like with mine, it's just, there's too much room for error. It's
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I'll stick with. So we all want to speak another language.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
think I
so
want to
cool.
speak. I want to speak Spanish, truly.
Yeah, me too.
When I get there,
See, I knew how to speak Spanish a little bit, but I like totally forgot. Like,
Wait,
just, it's just
It's like if you don't stick with it,
if
you
you
forget.
don't speak it all the time, it'll just fade away.
it'll go away.
See, I think the best thing to do is go to that particular land and then like stay there for like a month or two. And then like people I heard they really can speak it well if you go to that particular country.
Forced to.
Yeah.
You want to ask the next one?
Yeah, this is our first question. It says, we know that Morehouse is one of the most popular historically black colleges in Georgia, but what made you choose Morehouse?
Wow, this is the $1 million question. So, funny enough, I'm actually a student ambassador on the campus. So I actually give tours and I'm involved with recruitment. So this is actually one of our pivotal questions, one of our pivotal segments. We want to know other people's why. So I'm not gonna say this is rehearsed, but I've worked on it because it was a little different coming in. But I chose Morehouse because the school resembled exactly what I wanted to be. Not only upon adulthood, but upon personally, spiritually, emotionally. The school has principles within itself that reinforce brotherhood, scholarship, leadership, manhood, and then not only that, but spiritual faith as well. In terms of the second part of the question, over other HBCUs, so my top three going into Morehouse were Tuskegee, Hampton, and Morehouse. And my mom loves this story because she was there with me. While touring all of the schools, I was told so much about the prominence of these HBCUs, how much history was behind them, the notable alums that were within the school. But I didn't really care about that. I just wanted to be comfortable. I wanted to go somewhere that felt like home. Kind of like where we're at now. We're in Stone Mountain. So this is, I played basketball here growing up. So I wanted that same culture. When I toured Morehouse, I noticed, although it's an all-male space, it feels like, imagine playing outside with your brothers, but every single day for 3 years. Like you grow so comfortably. So even on the tour there, even watching the videos of Morehouse and what the community and culture was like, and even talking to people about it, just saying the word Morehouse, I got nothing but positivity. And in terms of what I'd be studying and the course load there, and Morehouse was the best decision I've ever made. And I chose it over other schools because I felt like character-wise, it was more of me than anything else. And going to every other HBCU, I felt like I was choosing it because of the name as opposed to my own personal ambitions and what I wanted to do in my life. That's why I chose Morehouse.
That's a great answer.
That's an
Did y'all
excellent
hear
answer.
that? That was amazing.
I'm telling y'all, like even just from taking off what he said, any student, anybody that's going to school, period, just make sure that this school is the one that makes you feel most comfortable. That's what I was saying, because you're gonna be in it for like at least 3-4 years. So you got to make sure that this is a place where you feel like this is your home. This is where you're supposed to be. And I really like that for you and everything like that. Because I mean, I was accepted to Morehouse too. I didn't decide to go.
Shout out
But,
Morehouse.
Yeah, Morehouse. I'm telling you. I know quite a few people that went there and everything, and it all sounds the same. It's a brotherhood and everything like that. So I like that for you. Next question is kind of piggybacking off of it. Are you a part of any clubs or organizations over there?
So multiple. So I'm always busy. Fun fact.
Very busy
I
man.
never sit down. This is funny. I've never sat down for longer than 10 minutes on a campus. But no, all jokes aside. Yes. So where do I even start? Academically, I'm part of the Howard Thurman Honors Program at Morehouse College. So in terms of academic achievement, I try to strive for the best of what I can do there. I'm a part of the student ambassador team, so I also deal with a lot of campus recruitment in terms of mentorship and just bringing in the young guys into Morehouse. So I love doing that. And I love mentoring people younger than me because you see so much hope in their eyes, and they just want something better. In terms of that, I'm also in the Morehouse College Glee Club. I sing baritone there. I've been singing since I was 9 years old, so it made sense. I'm also part of the Morehouse College Glee Club Quartet, which is essentially the Glee Club, but only 4 of us, all singing in tenor, second tenor, bass, and baritone. I'm the baritone as well. I'm a part of the music fraternity on campus as well, Phi Mu Alpha Symphonia Fraternity of America Incorporated, all hail. It made sense. I love music. I joined it because I wanted to keep singing for the rest of my life, and I knew when Morehouse ends, I still want to have something to go to. If I'm correct, I think I'm missing one. Yep, last one is actually Collegiate 100, the visionary chapter at Morehouse College. We deal with mentorship. They actually had an event today, but I'm here instead of there. But it deals with mentorship. Once again, it kind of reinforces the brotherhood. It's also a career development organization that's supposed to lead to more job opportunities, and that should be 6, and that's what I'm a part of.
Wow.
So it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
That's great. That's inspirational even for us and everything like that. I mean, that's amazing. How has it really impacted you personally? Like, how's it? What's some things that you say can benefit you, like even right now?
Sure. So with being so active on the campus, I think the biggest word that I can come out of it with it all is discipline. When you're involved in so much, you have so much weight in terms of where you need to be, what you have to wear to be there, and what time you have to be there. You form kind of like an automatic schedule in your brain. And not only that, but the discipline really does lead into academics as well. I take pretty good pride in my schooling, so I would like my GPA to be high. I'm not going to say my GPA, but my GPA is where it needs to be. But I think in terms of speaking with people, like, my communication has significantly improved. My social interactions are always more genuine because every org that I'm a part of reinforces a part of me that needed to be grown before coming to Morehouse. So I think that's why I joined everything that I joined. And also that because it was fun. I mean, you're outside, you get to talk with so many people, you get to be a part of the spaces, you get to engage in the politics of Morehouse and see that there's also a positive side. So I've noticed with everything that I'm a part of, with how much time and dedication I put into everything that I do, it's a blast. I love it. So I love being on the campus. That is my second home. So yeah.
I wanted to follow up with this question. So, which experience have you had so far that you hold on to even after graduating? Like, which event or,
That's in terms of Morehouse or just in general?
Yeah, Morehouse.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say general would be a little personal.
Yeah. Morehouse.
I think out of the 3 years that I've been at Morehouse, the most pivotal moment for me was, so there's 2. Number 1 would be, so once again, as you know, I'm a student ambassador, so I do give tours. I tell people about the campus. I give them the speech on why you should go. But I remember there was a freshman who was sitting in, I think, a dining space, or I think the dining hall on campus. And he pulled me to the side and said, Chance, do you remember me? And I was like, yeah, I really didn't though, but he was like, yeah, do you remember me? You gave me my tour. He was like, you may not, because I understand you give a lot of tours on the campus, you see a lot of people, but he said, Chance, you were the reason I came here. So when you dedicate so much time to, giving people a spill about Morehouse and why you went, and you find out that it captivated them so much that they chose to pay the $50,000, to come to the school and find a way and, tell their parents. Like, there's so much that goes into going to that 4-year institution because it'll change who you are. So to know that I was a part of that decision, I almost teared up right there because that's why I do it, not for the gain, but for the people. And in terms of the second one, it would be the Glee Club. Singing has been my life, and I think it was during the commencement ceremony that the Glee Club sings that every year. So graduation. The Glee Club sings a graduation, and it's an ambassador joke too. At 12 o'clock on the dot, the bell tower on the campus rings the Morehouse College hymn. And I think about that every year because I know eventually, my senior year, I'll have to sing one last time with the Glee Club. And at 12, because commencement services start at 8, that'll probably be the last time I sing the college hymn in front of all those graduates and the Glee Club. So I think those 2 moments Those are the biggest ones for me. That makes me remember why I'm still here.
Got a heart for the people, man.
Yeah, man, I love people. Yeah, I do.
It's amazing.
I try.
Your mom told on you.
Really?
Yes,
I mean, I
in a
hope
good
it was
way.
good.
Yes,
Thank God.
it's always good. She's like, hey, yeah, but she showed me that you got the chance to sing at.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I know where we're going.
Yeah,
So
she showed me that you were on the news and everything.
I was on the. Well, I forgot about that. Yeah, sure. So I had the opportunity to sing for the funeral services for Jimmy Carter, the president of the United States, the past president of the United States. That was amazing and extremely intimidating. Goodness gracious. But yeah, so on December 29th, we got the news up, and this was worldwide. In about an hour, it was on every single headline in America that Jimmy Carter had passed away after living 100 years. So that was already a feat in itself. But we found out with the Glee Club that we would be the choir that would sing for his funeral services. So doing that, it was
That's incredible.
we went to the Carter Center. We were able to sing for him. We were also fed. That was great. Love that part. But we also got to see just the amount of precision and time and effort that was put into not only the services, but also the love for President Jimmy Carter and what he did for America, especially in terms of his love for African Americans and African American communities, in terms of building homes for those who didn't have them. He was, with one term, a giving, serving president. And ironically, he did not have that much popular notoriety. A lot of people did not like Jimmy Carter. But at the same token, when you find out that when he passed away, so many people loved and adored his commitment to service, we found out that he truly was for the people. So it's just funny that you say that, because that was a blast. So much fun.
Yeah, I just really want, that was great, but I just want to open up the floor right now to just, for all of us, to give some advice to the people out here who, because that's one of your gifts, and how it's crazy how your gift will make room for you and everything that you do in your life.
Wow.
Even as being a child, I bet you did not expect to do that eventually one day.
No.
That's something that you can't even
No.
make up in your head. You're like, I would sing at that type of ceremony, you know what I'm saying? And out of all the things, like, that's something that you enjoy doing. I'm pretty sure you enjoy singing.
That was fun.
So
that was fun.
I want you to start us off with just giving someone advice on going after their gifts, going after their talents, and letting it make room for them.
Sure. Wow. These are really heavy hitters. I commend you both. I think the best advice that I would give to anyone that just simply wants to better themselves, first and foremost, is keep God close. There's always someone's watching. There's always someone with you. Even when you're in a room alone, there's someone still sitting next to you, supporting you, and making sure that your head is still kept high. Secondly, moreover, I would say that, I guess I have three. No matter what, the day will end. And although, yes, it is a blessing to see the next day, but no matter what hardships or trouble that you're going through within your life, the day will eventually end. Time does not wait for no man. But you can also use that to your benefit, as in whatever you're going through or whatever hardship or what's pressing your mind, what's stressing you out, inevitably there will be a tomorrow, and you get to decide right then and there what that tomorrow will hold for you. So you can either get the choice to better it or think about what happened yesterday, so you get to move on further. And I think last but not least, for anyone that's simply trying to make an impact in your life, only choose to do things that are right by you. And I've made the habit of making decisions based off of other people's opinions, off of, how people would view me, off of popularity. But I've noticed I've been the absolute happiest when I made decisions that align with my morals, my beliefs, and my values. So I think that's the best advice I can give to anybody who simply just wants to be happier. Because I like being happy, y'all. It's great. It's great.
Man, I like that, man.
Yeah.
Like that. Any advice that I would give to someone is just make sure that what you do, it complements who you are. So many people, they get so caught up into what people want them to do, or what has always been said that you're supposed to do this when you're a kid. Because sometimes as you're a kid, your parents form things that they want you to do, but that's not really what makes you you.
Say it again.
You have to identify what makes you you. And everybody has a purpose. I believe everybody on this planet has a purpose. Everybody may not be billionaires. Everybody may not be millionaires. But guess what? You can be more of an impact than those people if you operate in what your ability is. And if you truly operate in what your ability is, people will see you for that. Don't worry about being seen. The brightest lights are the ones that really ignite that inner spirit in them of what their ability is. So once you find that ability that you have, if it might be motivational speaking, if you work somewhere you work in a factory or somewhere, but you're always that person inspiring someone, you're always the encouragement person that people go through. That is your gift, and that's a gift. Don't let nobody tell you that because you work a regular job or just because you do a certain thing, that's not your gift. God created all people to serve a purpose. Your job might be to go out and speak to a lot of people. Your job might be to be that doctor or that lawyer that tells somebody don't give up. Your job might be to be that person that works at a front desk to tell someone, to put that little nugget in someone's life and say, you can make it. So whatever your gift might be, you have to take some time and really find out who you are and what you want to do. And that's why it's important, even with all of us being college educated individuals. And college helps you, figure out who you're going to be. So if anybody might be in college, high school, wherever it might be, or just life in general, just take this time, breathe, and figure out, what am I trying to do? What will make me happy? What will I be happy if 50 years down the line, 10 years down the line, however long it might be, what's going to make me look back and say, I'm happy about that decision I made?
Well said. Well said.
Let's see. I would say don't give up. When things get tough, you just really do not quit. And I would say lean on your faith. And you kind of hit that too. Always put God first. Just lean on your faith, and He'll definitely make a way for you. You said as well, your gift will make room for you. So go with something that you kind of know you're good at. Why would you get a job trying to be a drummer if you never picked up sticks? Or you don't know how to stay on beat when everybody's rocking side to side, you always go the other way. You probably shouldn't be a drummer, But if you're really good at, and I don't know, you're good at being a manager, you have great managerial skills, be a manager. Look into that. You said motivational speaking. If you feel like all your life you've grown up and people always tell you you look like a leader, or you sound like this, or people notice people naturally listen to you, maybe you need to look into that or hone into those gifts. So I would say, one, don't give up. Also, always go to your faith. If you don't know what to do, that's your time to lean on the Lord and people that are around you that love the Lord. And definitely pursue something that you're good at.
That's great advice, actually.
It's great advice.
Great advice.
Just one more. It's basically almost the same question but different.
Okay.
I want all of us to give some advice to someone that's in middle school or high school that they don't see the value in education. So what will we tell them as a young African American or just a person in general that they don't think that education is important? Or how can we tell them to continue on?
Wow. So, because I could almost speak to my younger self, because there was a point where I didn't believe that higher education was that important. I think being at Morehouse for so long and seeing so many educated people, seeing so many poised individuals that know how to carry themselves, I think the biggest gift that any person can have is being able to articulate how you feel and what you want and how you're going to get there. I mean, that goes for any space, in terms of job interviews, in terms of podcasts, in terms of basic conversations, in terms of getting any opportunity that you feel like is going to benefit yourself. Seeking education not only will promote your development in terms of understanding what's going on around you, but also you find that the more educated you become, the more important people you're going to be around, and you'll inevitably start taking character traits from them as well. My public speaking did not come from just me. I had to see people who were in better spaces than I was, who were also educated, in order for me to feel like, you know what, maybe I work on this. Maybe I should sit in my room, talk in the mirror, and see how I actually look when speaking, so that way when I do, it's more presentable. But I say all that to say, the ideal self that you want to be in terms of success, 9 times out of 10 will come out of education, because it'll teach you all the resources that you need on how to articulate exactly what you want and how to get there. Because without it, you now have to conform. And I think education allows the freedom to be or do whatever you want to do. So ideally, with my younger self who didn't really care that much, or a middle schooler or high schooler who kind of doesn't see the purpose, notice how small your circle will get with the higher education that you achieve. Because those people are actually meant to be there for you. So I think that's my best advice.
That's 100% true. I'm telling you, as far as the further you go in education and bettering yourself, the people that was in your life that wasn't really trying to do anything, they kind of fall
Still
off.
They fizzle out.
Wendy's.
They kind of fizzle off.
And it's okay. It's okay to work at Wendy's. I'm just saying,
It
though.
might be sad right now, but you got to realize you're becoming a better you
Yeah.
and everything.
100%.
And my biggest advice I would give to someone is just continue through. I know that right now in the stage of your life where you're at, you might be in high school and you'd be like, okay, I can get a solid job doing this, da, da, da. I'm not saying that college is the answer for you. You might have to do something else, but just always be a student to whatever you do.
Keep going.
Be a student to whatever you do. Learn. It's a great thing to be educated. It's a great thing to gain knowledge and understanding. Though nobody can ever take that from you. They can take money from you. They can take this iPad I got right here. They can take that from you. They can take this mic. But guess what? They can't take what I have picked up in here. Once you learn it, if it might be math or what you learn in college or what in that job, that field, or that trade that you pick up, they can't take that from you. So make sure, I know right now you just want to have fun in high school, even early college or whatever, or late college, and you just feel like giving up. Push forward, because nobody can ever take it from you. And what you know, you'll give to the next generation, and they'll want to do better, because people need y'all. The next generation needs you. When they're in high school and college, and even late students, people that's still students throughout the rest of their life, they need you to help push them forward, because someone can do it. In education, it says study to show yourself approved. So y'all need to get in here steady. Y'all need to show yourself approved by having that knowledge. So I know y'all can do it.
I gotta start writing these down. These are gems.
We're going to post it on whenever.
I keep turning on my mic. I keep on turning on my mic so I don't have no feedback. But we're going to make sure we post these on Instagram and stuff like that more often and stuff so we can get the little clips. But, yeah.
I got caught up again listening to y'all. Y'all know I do that sometimes. So now I actually got to think. What's the question? Advice to younger
Some
self?
advice to people that's in middle school, high school that don't value education or going to college or just really moving forward. Yeah.
You kind of said what I was thinking in my head. Just be a student of whatever it is you're learning. I'm a teacher, so I obviously believe you need to go to school, right?
Yeah.
And it has benefited all of our lives, obviously.
100%.
But you might not go to college. You might study, I don't know, trading or whatever.
Trade school or find some certification.
Yeah, you can get a certification, but you still have to study for that.
100%.
And you got to keep up with your certifications.
You're being educated through that process.
Yes. So it might not look like 4 years or 6 years or 10. You might not be a doctor, but you need to do well at something. So you might be a mechanic. You might be, and we need mechanics badly, especially me.
Right.
But we also need doctors. So it's like, kind of goes back to what are you naturally good at? Think about the things you enjoy, like in middle school or in high school, because sooner or later you will be in college. So I feel like just kind of what you said, study whatever it is that whatever you enjoy, but yeah, just make sure you enjoy it and study something. You have to learn something. And the older I get, I thought I would be done with college. Lord help me, Jesus. But I keep learning, and I feel like that's just what it is, you know? You have to do it.
You have to keep going.
I actually enjoy it. Like, I know I complain sometimes, but I actually enjoy education. So,
I'm not sure if it's just me, but I think college at times where it's like, just feel like tapping out.
Yeah.
Because one time I loaded myself up with so many classes, I was real motivated going to it, and I was like, once I got up in there, it was like 6 classes or whatever. I was like,
that's
You were
a
talking
lot.
about tapping out yesterday.
He's like, yesterday.
Yesterday was a day.
When you have aspirations, it's harder. Like when you're not just going to school, but you have all these other things, it is harder. But we don't quit though. Y'all know that.
And I would say before we get out of here, one thing that college does really help you with is just being more timely with everything, like you were saying earlier in the podcast. If you're not on these assignments on time, that's it.
You will fail.
Yeah.
You will fail.
Yeah, it's
You
this
will
one
fail.
time, and it doesn't matter. Classes are different.
Yeah.
There's this one. I'm taking a statistics class right
Goodness
now,
gracious.
and we're supposed to work over this assignment over a course of like 4 weeks. So it's not just like every week to week, but you're supposed to build into it. So I was like, okay, I've been in college for a minute now. I'm gonna just put it off a little bit. I'm gonna
First
chill
couple
out.
weeks, I'm not gonna worry about it.
I got there. It was like 1 week till it was due. I looked at it and I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to write it all out in all these big old charts and everything. I was like,
Yeah.
never again.
It's
But
not for the week.
yeah, that's what I say. Even as students or just people, don't let those times say, okay, after this class I'm dropping. After this I'm going to leave. That just shows you in life things are always going to be there. I don't care if you're in school. I don't care if you're on the job. I don't care if you just have a family or whatever it might be. It's going to be stuff that pops up where it's going to be like, I feel
a challenge.
Yeah, there's going to be a challenge and you feel like you're going to quit. But that's when you should drop that and don't throw in that towel and just say, I'm going to go on. Because sometimes it's been times where I threw in the towel and God threw it right back
He
at me.
don't
and
let
said,
you
"Keep
stay
on going."
down. He'd be like, get back up.
Yeah,
He'll send you somebody. You'd be like, I wasn't even asking for this opportunity, but I know it's you, Lord.
Yeah, so I mean, just find those people in your life that's going to stand in your corner and help push you through, and you'll be thankful for that. But with that being said, thank y'all for tuning into the podcast. Thank you for coming to the show, Chance.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Yes, sir.
y'all.
We thank you for the advice that you've given the audience. I'm pretty sure they're thankful for it too. And just make sure while y'all are here, you like, subscribe, share this with that group chat, share this with anybody that's in college, high school, or even people. Share this with your mom, share this with all your family, share it with your friends.
Do it.
Anybody, share it.
Telling you.
And it's going to help them. It's going to be a blessing to them. And it's some good. We're not telling them anything wrong. We're telling them the right advice. And this is going to help them. So just make sure you like this page and subscribe and you follow our Instagram page at Impact Podcast Show. Impact Podcast Show. We're going to post more on that Instagram. It's pretty new, so we're going to get it going more for y'all. And this is an inspirational show. This is a show that we're trying to help impact the future by pointing to the cross, pointing to what's going to lead you to a better you. And you can also follow me on Instagram at One Christian Kennedy. You want to give your at or where they can find you, Skylight Media, all that type of stuff.
Yes. _ MAHNI. That's it. It's on Instagram. And then, yeah, my Skylight Media page. If you need pictures, tell your people at Morehouse. Not right now, but in May, tell them, maybe April-ish. Yeah, those that are graduating, I take pictures. Yeah.
I'm gonna need them next year. It's almost about that time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's rough.
You just went in there.
I just went to school.
I'm moving on. I'm telling you.
This-
Fast.
No, seriously. Okay, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no.
No, but
Well,
it
yeah,
went by
No,
fast.
it did. Yeah. So ironically enough, one of the first conversations I had with Coach A was me going into school as a freshman. So to be a junior now and to dress the way I am, the way I talk, the people I've engaged with, the relationships that I've grasped. Yeah,
The
it's-
leader, man.
It's ridiculous. I've done a lot. I've done a lot. I think it was my turn to plug. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
say it prior. So I really only use Instagram, y'all. I love Instagram. Shout out Instagram Reels. You can follow me at ch_NTZ. Once again, my name is Chance. So just take out the A, put an underscore, you'll find me. So yeah.
Yep. Thank you again for coming on the show.
Of course.
And just make sure you actually follow. Make sure you follow. I want to see that follow button, okay?
I do too.
We're gonna give
So
you.
I'm gonna be looking.
We're gonna give you 10 seconds to subscribe right now. 10, 9,
Okay.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Come on, I'm counting fast. 3, 2. Okay. you should have some time to actually subscribe, but we thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment on this video, please. And just tune in next week in all future episodes. And we'll be here. We'll be your good podcast, your favorite podcast. And continue to impact the future in whatever you do. And let's get out of here, y'all.
I love y'all.